difficult thing to be speaking to so many principals sitting here, and it is a humbling experience for a person like me from a different background that I am talking to the educators. However, I feel that education is the most powerful equalizer and liberating force. It can change the destiny of a nation, but I strongly believe that education has not got due from the governments at different levels, from the central government as well as the governments in the states. You see the education budget. I'm an old man, so I know that in 1960, Kothari Commission recommended 6% of education budget, 6% of GDP in 1960s for that population. Now you see the budget size and the number of educational institutions, whether it is the universities or it is the school or there are other institutions like engineering and medicine and things like that. So we from few universities in 1948, now we have thousands of universities. Now with that kind of expansion of education, and rightly so, we need to expand the education. However, the kind of consideration the government should have given, and particularly to this primary education, I believe that it is more difficult to teach a child of 2 or 3 to hold a pencil and write ABC than teaching a MSc student of nuclear technology. I believe that the students of the primary schools and the teachers of the primary schools, they need to be given special attention, which unfortunately is not there. Alright, the role of the teacher today I feel is more of how to develop the spirit of inquiry in the child. We are living in an era that the conventional teaching, so to say, is already outdated. There is no more conventional teaching which can work. What can work is that a teacher who is the best in brain as well as the best in mind. You see, there are two aspects. Our system of selection of teachers, to my mind, there is a flaw, there is a problem with that, and I am sure somebody will address it at some point of time. You see, what happens is that we select the teachers based on their qualifications and experience. How about the talent and potential of that teacher? How do you check the human kind of compassion in that teacher? That is what is the mind. The best in mind is, I think, even more important than being the best in the brain. So I suppose one of the things that must be kept in mind is that our selection of teachers, which is the backbone of any education system, that should be more inclusive, so to say.